I want to talk about. I was on Karen Hutter's show on Sirius yesterday, on Sirius XM, and we had. I'm hoping to get Karen on this program so we can kind of reprise that conversation. We're talking about it in email right now, but we had a really Karen Hutter's an African American woman who has a program on Sirius XM, and just an absolutely great program. And we had this conversation about race and the difficulty that white people and black people have talking about race and why and where they, who has black friends and who has white friends. And it was fascinating. And I think increasingly, there's not a woman in America, I'm guessing, who doesn't understand what male privilege is. And I doubt that there's very many people of color in this country who don't understand what white privilege is. But white not to understand either. I'm guessing probably 50, 60% of white males understand, maybe 30, 40% of white males understand what male privilege is. I'm guessing 5% understand what white privilege is. Apropos of that, there was this Redneck, as they say, and I've got the article here with his name on it. I've lost it. I'll find it while we're playing this. And Jim, I think you've got a picture of this guy. He put this up on YouTube. And this is just a good old boy from the South, right? This thing is going viral because he's saying, hey, white people, wake up. Here it is.
This country was built for white people. And it's time us Americans, us white Americans, came to terms with that and realized we're benefiting from that. We created slavery. We created a culture and a system of white supremacy that has benefited us for 400 years. You think maybe it's about time we stop being lazy as white people and take some responsibility?
Yeah, maybe it's time we stop being lazy as white people and take some blanking responsibility. I think I'm still trying to track down this guy's name. I'll be back to you with it. And I thought it was White was his name, but anyhow, here's another clip from him. Here's what he's talking about.
There's a new South, new America. That's called white responsibility. And it's time we all took some, y'all. So let's take a little bit of white racial responsibility. Let's start by standing up against it. Let's recognize that in every American institution, education, financial, health care, justice, for God's sake, it's injustice, in the police departments and our police officers, many of them.
There you go. And his name is Dixon White, right? Dixon White. Good guy. Here's another clip. Again, Dixon White, Southern redneck, talking, his description of himself, talking to white people.
Imagine the privileges that you have just because of your skin. I ain't saying you ain't suffered. We all suffer. Stop being defensive. What I'm saying is that we get certain privileges. We're not harassed by the police. Okay? We're not denied a house loan or denied to live in a neighborhood. We're not uncomfortable living in rural America. I'm not uncomfortable living in rural America, but I tell you what, a lot of black people don't even want to drive through where I live. Why? Racist. We're racist. So I'm not saying white people are bad. Stop being defensive. I'm saying take some responsibility.
Take some responsibility.